We are going to show you how to make your improvised own IoT low-cost sensor. So to start with, we have here the hardware parts, ESP8266. We have the PM sensor, plant tower, PM sensor, PMS3003. We have the temperature and humidity sensor, DHT22. We also have the carbon monoxide gas sensor. We have here the box that will serve as the container for our sensors. We have the USB cable for the power. We have the jumper cables to connect all the sensors and the wire for alternating current. First up, we're going to connect our PMS sensor, PM sensor, to the jumper wire. And you will see there different labels. The most important parts there is the VCC or the volt, the ground, the RXD, and the TXD. So all those should be connected to the jumper wire. We have here the node MCU to where we are going to connect all those jumper wires to our sensors. So you have here all the labels from the D2, data 2, data 3, and the volts, and then the ground. So all these four should be connected to our PMS or PM sensor. So take a look on the diagram. Connect the jumper wires to day 2, day 3 volts and ground to our PMS sensor. And then to connect our DHT22 to our node MCU, we have to also use the same label, but this time we will connect DH22 to our MCU using our jumper wires on the label of day 4, ground, and the voltage. So you have 3V, G, and D4 as shown in the figure. So use a jumper wire to connect DH22 to our node MCU. And for our carbon monoxide gas sensor, we will also use the same node MCU and connect our carbon monoxide gas sensor to the following label. We have analog labeled A0 and digital labeled D0. So we also have to connect that to our voltage source and to the ground, labeled 3V and G. So we have now connected all those three sensors to our node MCU, and we are going to put that inside the box. So this is the box to where all the sensors will be contained, and as you can see, we will make a hole for the box on the side for our carbon monoxide gas sensor to fit in, and also on the other side for our PM2.5 sensor to fit in. And we will be placing each of these sensors one at a time in our box. As you could see, have the PMS sensor facing down, and node MCU should be inside to avoid water contamination and corrosion. And we will be connecting the jumper wires to the sensors. The H22 should be placed outside the box on the side of it. And we will be placing the plug inside the box as well. And connect the wire entirely to the box for the power source. So here's the finished product of our PM-IoT low-cost sensor. As you could see, our sensor is connected to the USB cable for the power supply. And we will be testing the sensors if it works by connecting this sensor to a power supply. As you could see on the side, placed the DHT22, connected also the same place is the PM2.5 sensor. On the other side is our cable wire and the carbon monoxide gas sensor. So we will try to upload the code that should run the sensors, and the code is actually made in Arduino console. So using Arduino IDE, we will upload the code to be connected to our sensors. We will be uploading all these codes to run the sensors, and we'll try to see if it works. And that's the end of making your IoT sensor.